Hi, so it's ADHD Awareness Month. I'm going to share a little bit from my book NeuroShiny, which is backwards for you but still pretty. And if you've already bought this and you're bored of me banging on about it, thank you so much for buying it. If you don't want to listen to this, skip it, but do leave it a little like or something. This is from chapter 2, which is named "Oh My Gosh, Do I Have ADHD?" aka TikTok is not just a silly dance app. And after all my chapter titles, I have quotes on there as well that kind of relate or that I really liked and thought would go. So the one on this one was, neurotypicals will be like, I know you have a disability that affects your ability to stay organised, manage your time properly, socialise or control what you're able to think about or focus on, but that's not an excuse to have trouble staying organised, managing your time properly, socialising or controlling what you need to think about or focus on, and then demand that they aren't ableist. I'm tired. And that was from an account called NeuroSpicy on Instagram, I believe it was. In 2020, the world changed. Suddenly we were home. Video calls became the way we saw our loved ones' faces, and thousands of women found out they have ADHD because they didn't have to mask or hide their stims, especially if the camera was off. Suddenly, the world made terrifying sense. For years, I had thought I had early onset dementia, very early onset. That had to be what made the most sense. I was forever misplacing things, forgetting why I'd just walked into a room. Couple that with going grey before I was 30, and you'll understand why I thought there was a chance I was Benjamin Buttoning or something like that. I'd known for the longest time that there was something there, that I needed help, but not what or how, and that felt very trapping. And the answer, the first trickle of answers, came from TikTok and its magic algorithm that understands you within about 4 videos, and I don't know how it does it. A quick note on TikTok diagnosis. You might think it's trendy, and I'm not sure why anyone thinks ADHD is a choice you'd make. It's a struggle, it's a lifelong struggle. Just because it is blown up on TikTok, it's because a million minds were blown at once. That should have been diagnosed years and years ago. It's a revolution, not a trend. In the same way that gender diversity or binary is not something someone picks as a trend, you feel how you feel. Let's just let people have their moment and ask if you don't understand instead of mocking them. So, in the videos that popped up for me, I saw myself reflected. Women talking about all things ADHD and made them do, feel, and how to support themselves with it. Having scorned TikTok early in the pandemic because I wanted nothing less than to do dance trends with my partner when it felt like the world was going to end, by the second lockdown I was hooked. Every answer about myself I'd ever sought suddenly popped up as a funny video, and I felt like my world had made more sense with every single video I watched. I felt free. I didn't know what to do with that fact, so I did what I've always done and I made a list. It eventually became the list I used when seeking a diagnosis. I'm not going to share the list here because it's very long, and if you want to know, buy the book, buy the book, buy the book. Thanks.